I cannot stress that enough. I was absolutely powerless. But that's how I got sober. And that was just the beginning. How I got sober by myself without rehab. If you're new here, my name's Amanda. I am a recovering alcoholic. I drink vodka all day, every day for 3 years. I just completed 2 years of sobriety, with the exception of a 2-week relapse in October of 2024. I got sober September 11th of 2023 when I got into a car accident. I busted my pelvis up, I fractured it, and I found out that I was pregnant. That is why I stopped drinking. I didn't have an awakening moment that, forced me, or that suggested in my soul that it was time to stop drinking. I stopped drinking because I could not consciously continue to consume alcohol or any other substance knowing that I was pregnant. Now, what did my sobriety look like? Well, I had 3 fractures in my pelvis, and I could not walk. I couldn't walk and I couldn't move. I was completely glued to my bed, and whatever position I was in my bed, that's the position that I had to stay in, unless my fiance, who was very physically strong, by the way, could move me. I was unmedicated, so I could take nothing for the pain except Tylenol in moderation. I had nothing to help me through the withdrawal. The withdrawals were monstrous. I shook, I had diarrhea, I sweat, I was nauseous. I was just so weak and fatigued, but I couldn't sleep. I had terrible insomnia. I was always sick. I just remember feeling like I would never recover, like I would never be the same again. That was just the physical discomfort and agony that I was in. But worse than that, I remember just feeling like I was in my own self-made captivity in my mind, in my soul. Just having to finally face all the things that I had been running from the last 3 years, and really all of my life. I was only an alcoholic for 3 years, but I had been finding ways to hide and not face all of my emotions and my trauma all of my life. And now it had all come to a head, and I had no choice but to sit in my bed and reflect and think and face myself. I had to face myself. And that was the hardest part. People weren't happy for me, welcoming me with open arms. I had done a lot of damage in my active alcoholism. People were still pretty pissed at me, rightfully so. I felt alone. I felt like scum. I just felt like a dirtbag. And I was. Lied, I had manipulated, I had stolen. I had done so many things, and now I was stuck in a bed, completely powerless.